Hey, it's Olga here from Degtyareva.com and Productivity for Scientists. Today I'm talking to you as a Q&A session after the lecture I've given just a few days ago on top 3 things that stop you from writing and what to do about it. And it is when you work on your report, on research paper, on a grant application, you need to sit down writing, but something is stopping you from doing it, or you've made some progress and then got off track and don't know how to get back and don't feel good about it and start avoiding your collaborators, co-authors, or your supervisor in the corridor because you know they're going to ask you, how is the draft going? Have you made any more progress? And you haven't. So the top 3 things we talked about is your procrastination and negative thoughts around it and getting off track. And today I wanted to answer those questions that came in at the end of the lecture and also talk a little bit more about my online course, Start Writing and Get It Done, that I've got quite a lot of interest and questions about it. So I'll start with, the theme of several questions were, can I make some progress on my writing now before I go away on holiday for summer? So some people wrote that they want to get some progress with research paper and show it to the boss, or they really need to hand in the first draft of the report of the paper before they go away. Some of you want to go away for the summer in middle of July or end of July, and being able to enjoy it, and you really want to get some progress with that. So that was a theme of some of the questions, and I'm going to get to it in just a few moments. I'm going to start with as a different one that goes around how to obtain a focus when you sit down and write. So there is a question from Amin, and he asks how to attain a good level of focus. I just sit down and think on what to include in the report, but quality ideas don't want to come and mind easily drifts then. Okay, first of all, it's a very common situation, and I work with many PhD students and researchers, and that comes again and again, how to obtain the focus when I sit down to work on my stuff. So first of all, you can train your focus. So if you do what I usually advise, you have a very focused time and dedicated time when you sit down and work on your report or research paper. And if you do it every day or every other day, then your mind becomes more trained, it gets more focused for this particular time. So just give it the time. But also I can give you very concrete tips on how to attain more focus, especially because if you don't have much time to do that. So when you sit down and if you just look at the blank piece of paper or at the screen, blank screen of your document, it's just very easy to lose focus and motivation. So what I usually suggest is to find anything that's relevant to your report that you already done and just basically copy and paste into this document. And when you look at something that's already there, like a figure or like a bullet points or a few paragraphs, it's much easier to attain the focus. It's just because you don't get so demotivated that you have a blank piece of paper, and the ideas start to come and you start to develop what you already have. And that's how exactly we start this online course, Start Writing and Get It Done. We start with this one, find everything that you've done relevant to your project and copy and paste it in one document and just start from there, because it's just much easier to work with something rather than the blank piece of paper. And also I find, and many people who I work with reported back to me, that to generate quality ideas is not necessarily a good thing to just sit at the front of the computer. It happens when you're out and about on a walk, or you go to your work, or you're just really walking in the nature. It's just where the quality idea starts to come. And it's so you really need to make your writing project a priority. So you wake up or you go for a walk, that that's your priority right now, your research paper or your report. And then imagine that all ideas are around you. You just need to become more receptive to them and be ready to capture them. So I usually pull out my smartphone and record them, or if I get the idea, I think about it. So by the time I get to my computer, it's already a good quality idea. Okay, I hope that was helpful. And we just move on. And Yolanda from Madrid asked, would meditation help to focus? And I already mentioned something at the end of the lecture, but now I just want to say that totally, for those of you who know what meditation is and tried it, so definitely just do that just before you, when you sit down to work on your paper, on your report, on your writing project. The meditation help. For those of you that don't know what it is necessarily or haven't tried it, just sitting down and focusing on your breathing and just becoming conscious of your breathing would help to bring your thoughts together. Okay, so we just move on, and there is a question from Janine in Tucson, United States. What if there is not one next step, but a few possibilities, and one has trouble choosing? And I think Janine here refers to the place in my lecture when I was saying that what really helps with moving on your project, on your writing project, is that you learn and you practice breaking down your big task into smaller manageable tasks, and you always know what is your next step. That's the question I recommended asking yourself: what is my next step? What is my very next step? And just do it, and that's how you move on. So here is the question: is what if there is not one step but few possibilities, and us not able to choose out of these many possibilities one and make a progress on this is a form of procrastination. And I don't mean it in a negative way or in judgmental way. I'm not judging you here. It's just that we're not able to choose, and then we procrastinate. And my answer here would be just pick one and do it. As simple as that. And what if you pick the wrong one? Well, making the right choice is the best thing you can do, but making the wrong choice is the second best thing you can do. And not making any choices and not choosing any of the possibilities is the worst thing you can do, because there is no motion, there is no progress. So if you can pick one, no matter what, just write the possibilities down and pick one. And if you work on it, you'll see that maybe it's not leading anywhere, maybe it was not a good choice, and then you can quickly pick the other. But maybe by working on this one, you will see new possibilities even, or even see the ways how you can move forward. So just pick one and do that, okay? And then I'm just moving on. There is a question from Happiness from Manchester here in the UK. what do I do if my supervisors are having clash of ideas over my ideas, and how do I know which of them to listen to? And I find this question is related to the previous one, that's now the supervisors giving you several ideas, and they clash with your own ones, and then on top of here not being able to decide which one to pick, also there is supervisors, someone we honor, we respect, but sometimes we even afraid of. So it's difficult now to say, oh no, I'm going with my idea, not yours. Okay, so what do you do in this case? So again, the suggestion is to write all these ideas down. This is the idea of first supervisor, this is the idea of the second supervisor, this is the other ideas, and this is my ideas. Write them down, and it's even good to send them email to reflect on the meeting. It's just for them. I mean, I've been in both situations. I've been a PhD student and I've been a supervisor. So it's really good after the meeting to send it to this email to them, to kind of show them that's the ideas we generated. And you know what? The ideas need to be worked with. So again, just pick one idea and work on it, write, that's what we need to do to make it happen. And maybe you'll see that it's not possible because at the moment it will be much, much more difficult than the others ones because this equipment is not there, or it's like a dead-end idea or something, but you need to work with ideas, and so just pick one and kind of grow things around it, and again get back to your supervisors. So that will be the key here is to experience motion, experience progress with one idea or the other. And it's only when you do this work you'll see further possibilities or the right, you will feel that's the right way to go. Okay, I hope that was helpful. And then we have several more questions, but they're all really about this online course that I've mentioned, and I just want to tell you now briefly in case you haven't heard about it yet. It's an online course that I'm offering right now. It's called Start Writing and Get It Done, and it starts on Monday, 17th of June, and it stretches over 2 months. And it focuses exactly on this one, help you to start writing. It's either your report or your paper, research paper, and it helps you to start writing, to grow the content fast, to get moving, to stay on track, and to get it done. And I initially developed it for final year PhD students, but it's been so incredibly popular that I've now developed this course just for you. If you're a research scientist, if you're like a first, second, or third year PhD student and you're working on your report or your research paper, it's just for you. It will be delivered in the form of 11 videos, one after another with action steps, and then I will support you in the form of Q&A calls, Q&A sessions, and it's a group program. You will benefit from interacting with other participants, and I will also give you productivity and mindset inspirational tips, so I'll be with you all the way. And here I have a question from a person from here in Edinburgh, that she goes away on the 20th of July. So it's just 1 month after the course, but she does want to have some progress with her paper before going away. So I want to tell you that this course is just right for you because it will help you get progress even within the next 2 weeks. You will grow your paper report substantially, and you will be able to hand in the first draft of your report to your boss before you go away, so you can just enjoy it, and you can postpone this program and do it another month after you come back. How cool is that? And then we have another question here. Is there any offered grant to pay fees for your PhD course? This is from Yolanda in Madrid. And there are no grants at the moment, and I hope there soon will be. But there is a payment plan, so you can totally take advantage of that and get back to me, and I'll tell you all the details about it. There was also an email from a person who said that they are part-time PhD students and they want to complete their report and the first draft of the paper really soon. The deadlines for this is end of August and September for the report, and at the same time the boss told them to now focus to on the draft of the paper, and this course will be perfect if you're in this situation. If you have a deadline end of August, September, that's where we're going to be working towards. So I hope that sounds good for you. So just go and check it out. The link is just below this video, and I have a very good offer right at the moment there. So I hope that this Q&A session was helpful to you, and I'm just wrapping it up and saying that I'd love to help you with that. And go and see all the success stories. I've been working now with many researchers on this and delivering this content. It's really powerful. Okay, that's it for today. Bye for now.